Hey, welcome to Greenlight. So today we're talking about the new releases, Blu-ray and DVD releases this week. There's a bunch of big releases coming out this week, so we're gonna get started right away, okay? All right. Wow. So my stinger is not working. Well, alrighty then. We're just gonna get started anyways. So, without the intro video. So, today we're talking about a couple movies that have come out. We got JoJo Rabbit, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, and then we have Midway, which is like a World War II drama. Let's see here. Properties. Because of my hard drive is not connected in here. All right. Sorry about this, everybody. Kind of jarring, I'm sure. Let's try this again. All right. Forgive the sounds in the background. My son is hanging out with me today, and he loves to have like three or more different things playing at the same time. So last night we saw Sonic, so he's watching the Sonic Boom show on Hulu. Let's see, where is this? There we go. All right. Sorry, I put it on multiple times. So I got it fixed. Sorry for this intro, this long intro, getting kind of like a late start today. So we're going to get started right away. And let's start with the subscribe button. We do these type of videos every week. We also do giveaways of movie codes. So let me know down in the comments below if you want to win any movie codes this week. We're going to do a giveaway later on today. And the first one is going to be basically the one for this week, is going to be it's going to be glass. Let me pull myself back up in here. So, covering up the movie code. So we got Glass today, and if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I do light unboxing video. Well, not necessarily videos, but photos of unboxing of Blu-rays, and I do that every now and again. If you like unboxing videos and unboxing Blu-rays and stuff like that, let me know in the comments below, and then I'll include that to my channel, and I'll try and unbox Blu-rays for you every now and again. Okay, so our first one we're going to talk about today is JoJo Rabbit. I actually saw JoJo Rabbit last night. So I guess here, let's oops. Let's do JoJo Rabbit. And let's pull that up for you here. There we go. I've been working a lot on Premiere lately, so a little just got a little lost for a second on this program at OBS again. So, all right, let's see. So we have, this is the front cover of the 4K Blu-ray. JoJo Rabbit is like a satire on World War II and everything with Germany and stuff like that. Pretty hilarious. You kind of have to have like a dark. You got to be into dark comedies. So this is one of them, and it follows this kid JoJo, and then he gets made fun of, and that's how they call him JoJo Rabbit. You should see why. It actually is a very endearing scene. Special thanks to Tyler Mitchell. I will link his description down below because we got the back end here from his Blu-ray unboxing of this film. It's one of the films that, since I saw it kind of late, I realized it's a movie I should definitely purchase myself. So it'll most definitely be in my collection eventually. I'm not so big on the whole Hitler stuff, but I love these movies like Inglourious Bastards and JoJo Rabbit, even though they have no ties to each other, but it's just like almost a rewriting of history in a sense. This isn't really rewriting a history, this movie. This movie is more about a kid who has a good heart and is involved in the whole Hitler Nazi stuff, uprising and all that junk. So basically, from what we see here, I'm going to show you real quick, is the back end here, as you can see. Let me zoom in just a smidge there. So as you can see here, this is the back end here, thanks to Tyler Mitchell, who has a YouTube channel on here as well, and I will link it down in the description below. I also want to let you guys know and everybody know that I do shout outs as well at the end of this show. So if you want to find out more at the end of the show, just go and just type into the live chat and let me know that you want to get a shout out and talk to me about any of these movies that have come out. This next one here, let me zoom in to the making of stuff, because this is what we talk about here on this channel. So the first thing I see, it says Inside JoJo Rabbit. This is a movie that is released by 20th Century Fox, and it's a Fox Searchlight production, which is their independent line on Fox. So basically, because of their merger with Disney, this is almost like a Disney releasing too. When I saw the Oscars and this movie won an Oscar for Best Original Screenplay, they kind of cut to Bob Iger, I believe, and he seemed, well, around him, and it was kind of like a wide shot, and he seemed very, very pleased, and very pleased that Pixar won for Toy Story 4 and all that. So very, very good year for Bob Iger, especially all the stuff with the Disney parks, but that's another conversation for another time. So the Inside JoJo Rabbit, since it is a 20th Century Fox releasing, and I usually point out these distribution and production companies because they all have more or less of a pattern of what they look for and what they want to put in their special features. So from what I see here with the Inside JoJo Rabbit, it's just one. So that could be 30 to 40 minutes long of a little documentary or behind the scenes video. So it's like 30, 40 minutes. So they're most likely going to go throughout all around of what the production is like, from pre-production to post-production. But definitely going to talk about the production aspect of it, because that's more of the exciting parts of these type of videos. So let's see here. And the next thing I see is audio commentary, but Taki Waititi. So he is the writer-director, and he also directed a Thor Ragnarok, which is more or less my favorite Thor film. I enjoyed the first one, but this third one was really good. Second one was okay, and it was nice to, like, get through, waiting for the third one. So the third one, fantastic film. Definitely worth checking out. But this movie is way better than those. No offense to Marvel films or anything. And usually anything that comes from a book into screen too. So I'm kind of pertaining to anything that's not an original film, original screenplay. So this is an original screenplay brought to life, which we don't see too often nowadays. Nowadays, with big films, we just see a lot of remakes and sequels and books turned into features, as well as graphic novels and comic books turned into features. So definitely check this out. That audio commentary is definitely going to be good for directors and writers alike. Everybody that's into filmmaking, it's something definitely worth checking out and seeing his point of view on his original film. It's his first one that he's I believe that he's gotten released. And then we see here, segueing on to deleted scenes. There's deleted scenes and more, which is great because then you see, as a writer, what ended up in the cutting room floor. Because with film, when you're editing is like the fourth or fifth draft. They usually say you got to be about like 4 or 5 drafts anyways in a screenplay, but if you've only done, let's say, like 3 drafts in a screenplay, there's going to be another cut, which is another screenplay, which is going to be your film, and it's going to be in the editing room when you make those decisions. So with that being said, I believe that and more is going to be like trailers, maybe photo gallery and stuff like that. And then maybe some more extended or deleted scenes. Okay, moving on to our next film. Our next film here is going to be A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. This was kind of a strange movie because it felt like David Fincher almost directed this in a sense. Because the way it was... the way it was put together, it's kind of like it's not necessarily a dark drama, but the lighting and the cinematography, it's all very dark and ominous, and it's something that a lot of people wouldn't really necessarily expect. It kind of reminds me of maybe like a Forrest Gump thing for Tom Hanks. But it's about, it's about Mr. Rogers and his show about reading, basically. I used to watch, what's the name of that show? Reading Rainbow a lot. And there was that show, and then this guy's show on TV a lot. So it talks about this man and how he was a very positive influence. So what I got here is the back end here, and it is courtesy of actually Bluray.com, which I always have linked up in the description below. This is where I get most of my stills of these Blu-rays and 4Ks and all that stuff, so we can explore their special features and talk about them. So this is off of their forum on Bluray.com. So let's I'm going to try and zoom in here. You see on the right there, we got a bunch of special features. So I'm going to try and zoom in. Here, yes, sweet. And it came out nice. All right, great photo. So fade in. All right. So we have over 15 minutes of additional scenes. Again, that's great for writers. So you see what doesn't make it, what doesn't propel the story to the next scene or propel the story forward, which is something major in screenplays and in film. The next thing is a blooper reel, and that's always good to see how people come out of making mistakes and stuff like that. Tom Hanks as Fred Rogers. So Tom Hanks is going to talk about him being Mr. Rogers and how he portrayed him and his point of view on Fred Rogers. So, and then the next thing here, this is more for the techie production types like myself. It says the people who make a neighborhood, the making of. So whenever they do stuff like this, movies like this is a Sony releasing. So films like this that have multiple behind the scenes and they're really spelled out for you. These type of things are going to be longer kind of documentaries. I'm expecting like 30-40 minutes, a good strong 40 minutes for each of these. So this first one, the making of, it could be almost an hour, which would be great. But since there's multiple ones, there could be 30 to 40 minutes, something like that. The making of would definitely cover the whole aspect of the production of making the film. And then this next one I see, it's Dreaming Big, Building Small, the puppets and miniatures. So these are all the, most likely they're going to go into the production design of this film because they have to recreate the early days of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, of his show. So they had to recreate that and recreate the behind the scenes of it, and everything has to be up to date with the technology and all as well. And then the next thing I see here is Daniel Tiger Explains. Practice makes perfect. So the Daniel Tiger, I guess he from what I recall, he used to make mistakes, I guess, on the show or something like that. And then they would help the tiger out on how to solve his problems and how to solve his mistakes. So this is pretty cool. Practice makes perfect. I'm guessing this is definitely going to talk about more of the show. Most likely, this is going to be more specific on the actual show that they're creating within the movie. So let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this and if you have any tidbits about this documentary itself. And then we have filmmaker commentary. So filmmaker commentary is definitely going to talk about some behind the scenes stuff that they've maybe haven't covered in the making of and in these little documentaries and these little featurettes. So whatever didn't make it, they'll talk about it in the filmmaker commentary. So let me know in the comments below if you saw this film. Very very interesting type film, type drama, I would say. There's not really a lot of suspense or anything crazy exactly from what I remember, and it was fairly good film, really good film actually, really good, well acted and everything too, all across the board. Got a lot of nominations as well. Didn't win any that I remember, but I think it did very very well. And our next film actually did fairly well in the box office for what type of film it is too. Usually old war dramas like this. This is called Midway, and Midway is directed by Roland Emmerich. Roland Emmerich, from what I remember when I was younger, he did Godzilla, and I enjoyed that too. But then he also did The Day After Tomorrow, 2012, and trying to remember something else. But The Day After Tomorrow and all these movies, these are a lot of big, heavy disaster flicks, and that's something that he got coined for. And he's a fantastic filmmaker. He also did Independence Day. That's what I was trying to remember. Independence Day was his I would say his opus before he actually had a huge career in making feature films. Independence Day kind of changed a lot of things around that time, and disaster flicks started to really come out after the 90s and stuff. So he's big on that. But this is a great film. This is based on real events, and it was based in World War II and everything that happened in Midway. So we have we have the back of this Blu-ray, of this 4K Blu-ray, and we got a lot to go through today, especially with Midway, because there's like a lot of different versions of Midway. So I guess they're trying to make it as like, this is the big movie, this is the big film. So thanks, courtesy to Bluray Dan. I usually link his description, like in the description you'll see a link to his Instagram, where he posts a lot of like Blu-ray DVDs that he buys like every week or so. Since I've got diapers, I gotta be more specific on the Blu-rays that I buy. So, and plus, you know, I don't have to like every film. we don't do reviews here or anything like that. So, no, we don't talk bad about any film as well. I'm a filmmaker, and this channel is for filmmakers, and to talk and give filmmaking tips and talk about filmmaking through Blu-ray releases and Blu-ray behind the scenes. So let's zoom in here real quick, because they got like a lot of behind the scenes here. This is really cool, especially when you're into special effects. I bought the all access 2-disc version of The Day After Tomorrow. I also bought it for Man on Fire that same time as well, from what I remember. And then there was a lot of like great visual effects documentaries, and how, you know, they made the film and everything, and it's they really get into it, and they tell you a lot of a lot of techniques of what they do there. So I'm expecting that here, because automatically I'm seeing, let's see, audio commentary, Roland Emmerich. Automatically he's going to talk about not just the special features and all that stuff and special effects that they did in the film, but he's definitely going to get into more on what happened through on set, maybe with the actors, with the storyline, the characters, and everything like that, and what Midway means to him and World War II and all that. So, and then the next thing I see here, getting it right, the making of Midway. So, wow, that says a lot. So it looks like they had a lot of challenges on the set, a lot of challenges making this film, just trying to do it justice. And because it's based on true events, and I guess the characters are made up. I believe they're made up. Let me know in the comments below if you've seen this film. I haven't seen it just yet, and I'm excited to check it out. There's a lot of people here that I've noticed that are great actors, and this is a great filmmaker, Roland Emmerich. So he usually doesn't. He tends to play it safe. So it's all around good film from what I hear. So the making of Midway, they're really going to get into the production woes and lows and highs and lows of the whole production, and how the film went, and how they were making it. And then the next thing here I see is The Men of Midway. From what I can tell, so the movie is a Lionsgate releasing. So Lionsgate is pretty good with behind the scenes featurettes. They tend to unload all of their material as much as they have. So I'm expecting that making of to be 30-40 minutes too. It could be a little less, since they have multiple featurettes here. I see The Men of Midway. So they're going to talk about the actors, the men who embodied these characters to tell the story of World War II and the men at Midway. And then the next thing I see here, it's Roland Emmerich, Man on a Mission. So again, this is also coinciding with the making of Midway, getting it right part, because Roland Emmerich, it looks like he had a mission to try to get this film told and get this story told in the right, correct manner. So it looks like we're going to explore how he did that and how he was mentally able to wrap his brain around this film. Again, these are the types of things that are great for filmmakers, especially micro-budget filmmakers, just to get an idea, wrap your brain around how it is to make a big feature, and especially one like this, which is close to even doing something like a franchise film. World War II type feature films, they're tough. You got to deal with wardrobe, art direction, everything. There's nothing that you can leave up to chance because it is a period movie, and period flicks are hard to make, and they're hard to target and get them right. Sometimes you don't want to have a late 2000s car driving by your shot in the background. It's just going to destroy the whole experience for moviegoers. So going on from that, then we go on to the next featurette. It says Turning Point: The Legacy of Midway. This is definitely going to get into the history now of Midway, so we talk more about, probably talk to people that helped them get it right, and that were actually there during Midway. And then let's see, Joe Rochefort. Let me know in the comments below if I destroyed the last name. I mean, I know I butchered that. I destroyed that. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, everyone. And it says Breaking the Japanese Code. So Joe is definitely going to talk about, I guess, breaking the Japanese code within World War II and all that. So let me know in the comments below if you've seen this. And then We Met at Midway. Two survivors remember. So it's definitely going to talk about here. It's going to be an interview, straight up interview with two survivors and how they met each other and survived Midway. With I believe this is like Pearl Harbor and all that. And then theatrical trailer. So this is full up special features, and this week a lot of these movies have a lot of special features, and we're kind of full up today. So our next one, I'm gonna actually just like get into Midway, and this is the Best Buy steelbook case and what it looks like. We'll do it fast, and we'll get through this. We also have a Target version of this film. That's a cool steelbook case. I've seen them online a little bit too. They looked really cool. And then they have a slip cover, which is like a plastic that you can pull out of it, which is very nice, classy look. So the other photo was what it looked like with the slip cover. This is what it looks like without the slip cover. And then we have, let's see, is this the Target one? This is a Target cover. This is also having a slip cover too. And the Target one and the Best Buy ones, they usually have like different looks, at least like a different photo of the film. So yeah, this is automatically the attack at Pearl Harbor. And then, yeah, sorry about that. My son needs to get closer, not necessarily to the microphone, but he's close vicinity. All right, so this, I'm gonna show you this Target thing here, where the slip cover is taken out of as well. And we'll move on to our next film. One that I'm very excited about to check out tonight. This is more in line of this next film is more in line of types of films I like to watch and stuff like that. These hardcore cop dramas and stuff. So let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this movie Midway and which one you purchased out of the two. So getting into 21 Bridges with Chadwick Boseman. Oh man, so this is a big one. And Sienna Miller. There's I guess this is the visionary directors of Avengers Endgame, but they produced it. So, okay, so it's not even them. Not that it matters to me. These are two different types of films. So, all right, so this one automatically is very interesting with Chadwick Boseman. It's great to see him outside of the Black Panther role and see him actually flex in a new character. So let's like look in the special features. This is Universal releasing. Great, like that's what I'm saying. This week has just been awesome with special features and all these Blu-rays coming with like behind the scenes. I'm sure they're noticing that people really enjoy this. Sony has been posting them up online. I believe that I've mentioned once before, but this one itself doesn't have like special features, but it has like they call it bonus features. But there's stuff in here for all kinds of filmmakers. I see even Brian Burke, Brian Kirk. I mean, I forget what he directed before. An editor, Tim Morrill. It's a feature commentary and deleted scenes. You wipe your face, please. You're okay. You're okay. We already wiped your face. And he sneezes, and then his boogies come out, and then like he needs. I'm sorry, everyone. So moving on here, deleted scenes, good for any writers, just to see where it like where sometimes it's left in the cutting room floor. Hey, no complaining. When we go to your room, no, we already wiped your face. We already did that. It's all done. And shush. You're okay. Shush. Let it go. Go. We don't need to wipe your face right now. We already wiped your face. You just want to be wiped face now because I'm doing this. That's why. 3-year-olds, man. 3-year-olds, everyone. All right, I'm approaching 30 minutes already here. So we'll move on to the next film. So like I've said before, deleted scenes are great for writers to see types of scenes that it doesn't end up like making it to like the final cut of your feature film. The next movie we're talking about today is Disturbing the Peace, Guy Pearce. So this is a Guy Pearce film. I haven't even heard that this movie came out. Let me see. This is a Universal releasing as well, but it's about like a Texas Ranger who hasn't really picked up a gun in a long time, and he moved. I guess he moves, and then he ends up having to pick up a gun again. So we've seen these type of stories before. Let's look at the back real quick. There's a quick behind the scenes making of Disturbing the Peace because it's Universal releasing. I'm not gonna like zoom in since it's just one thing here. So basically the making of Disturbing the Peace, it's just gonna be like 20-30 minutes. Universal tends to do short ones like this, but they'll definitely have some cool stuff in the background. Just kind of focus on what you don't see, basically, because what you're seeing behind people in interviews and stuff like that, and lights and all that, you kind of see where they put the lights to get their look of the feature film, what kind of cameras and everything they use, the equipment, all around great inspiration for any filmmaker. And let's see the next film here. And our next one here is Frankie. So Frankie, I haven't seen myself. It's a Sony Pictures classic, which is their independent line. It looks pretty good. It looks like one of those type of romantic comedies, independent type films. So it's gonna go a little different than most films. I recognize this the redheaded lady here. It looks like she was in a movie a while back. I think she won an Oscar a couple years ago. So let me know in the comments below if you know more about this film. I don't know too much about it. Our next one is a independent film, an independent releasing. Excuse me. I believe these are more like type of independent type films. This is called Submission. There's no back end of the Blu-ray here that I have. Let me know in the comments below if there is any making ofs. I don't believe that there will be, but this film was released today, so check it out and let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed it. And our next film here, it does have special features. Haven't heard of it myself. This one is called Snatchers, and South by Southwest, 2019. It looks like it's a Warner Brothers releasing as well, and we have a back end here, and we can thank Bluray Dan for this one as well. All right, let's get this in here. And we have special features to go with this as well. So let's explore that. The birth of Snatchers. That's the first behind the scenes here I see, and it says a behind the scenes look. So that's definitely, it's Warner Brothers. It could be 30 to 40 minutes. It could be a lot less too. So they tend to copy Universal in some sense. Well, not necessarily. It's like one of the others copying the other. But they're both tend to do the similar things like this. And then there's a Snatchers blooper reel, Unexpected. The Snatchers blooper reel. So the Snatchers blooper reel is definitely going to get into the comedy of how they made this feature film and things and mistakes that they made in the back end. So with the behind the scenes, it's definitely going to go into the production aspect of it. They usually focus on that type of stuff when there's one of them. And if it's short, they're definitely just going to talk about the production and how they got the film together and everything like that. Most likely talking about the story too, which usually happens. So if you get pre-production and post-production surrounding it, then you got a really meaty type of, like, with a lot of information for filmmakers on this behind the scenes. So check it out. Let me know in the comments below if you have. And then commentary with the creators of Snatchers. Again, something great for writers and filmmakers of any kind, trying to create their own worlds and all that. Okay, our next film here, we got Sunday Girl, it's called. And our next film is Sunday Girl. And Sunday Girl is a Gravitas Adventures releasing. Haven't seen this myself. It's it looks like it could be a romantic or comedy, I believe. I'd hope. It looks kind of sad if you read the caption there, and I'm showing you the back end now. And the back end here tells the story of Natasha, who sets out to break up with 4 of her 5 boyfriends in a single day. Oh my God! So she had like 5 boyfriends at one time. So it's probably a comedy. So check that out. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this film. And then our next film, so this is 10E. So this is about a little girl, I guess a high school girl, who her dad wants to be her best friend in the whole world. Could be a pretty good comedy, so check that out. It came out this week on Blu-ray and DVD. And then our last one here is a documentary, and it's called Out of the Box: Travel Culture and CrossFit. Oh, cool. So this is a documentary about CrossFit. My aunt is really into that. It's a new way of exercising, and I think it gets your adrenaline pumping, and it kind of like it kind of guess, like your body got to guess where it's going and stuff like that. And since your body is like not sure where you're going from one exercise to another, it reacts a lot better, and you get muscles quicker and all that stuff. And it's just better for your body, keeping it, guessing like that, I guess. And this is the back end here. And it's also Gravitas Ventures releasing. I've talked about them here before, and I've mentioned that they're pretty good with independent filmmakers. They tend to be sticking around. A couple companies have already fallen under that bracket of not being able to help independent filmmakers, or taking advantage of independent filmmakers. With that announcement, let's put myself on here, and I'm just going to mention real quick. So I got some news from, bless you, Logan, bless you. I got some news from Indie Film Hustle, Alex Ferrari. He mentioned on his show about Redbox, that Redbox is going to have a streaming platform, which is very smart for them to do. They're going towards the Netflix route, which they haven't even like made major moves for that. So I'm hoping that their platform will be open source. He had mentioned something about being able to have that open as an open source for us as filmmakers, for micro budget filmmakers that need to get a distribution and stuff like that. Right now, currently, I'm trying out a website called filmhub.com. And filmhub.com will get you in a lot of major streaming platforms, from Hulu to Netflix to Amazon Prime, even a bunch of like free apps that are on Roku and any other like maybe even Fire Stick and stuff like that. So currently right now I'm like trying it with Creed, and Creed right now, my first feature film has been selected for Amazon Prime, and then basically a couple other sites. It was Amazon Prime, and then UDU Digital, which is a company that has a bunch of apps on Roku, and it's a bunch of like free movie app, and stuff like that. So like a lot of like free movie channel apps and stuff like that. So check that out. I'll let you know more in the future once it's all released and it's out there. I'll just give you a list of where to check out my first feature film. And with that note, I've been working on, with my Premiere Pro, I've been working on my documentary and shaping it up little by little. Kind of had to re-edit everything. I had done a second cut, but the second cut's resolution is not as high as it needs to be, and it just like everything is just not up to par where it needs to be for the actual release to the public, to you, to my viewers, and to everybody that enjoys documentaries about Cuba. So stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe. I talk a lot about my films that I'm making, my music videos that I work on. We talk about Blu-rays here, filmmaking tips, sets that I've been on and stuff like that. And then we also do giveaways every other week or every other time we get a chance. This time we have glass that I'm going to give away in this next giveaway. So please comment down below. And then in the comments below, I'll give a rules and stuff like that for this contest. All you got to do is write a comment down below, put your Instagram account, and like this video if you get a chance as well. And please subscribe so you know more about videos like this. We do Blu-ray release videos every week, every week. And then in my Greenlight Instagram, we also like have like pictures of like unboxing pictures. So it's kind of like a slight like a light unboxing type of thing. So I have glass there where I unboxed glass, so you can see the front cover, you can see inside, you can see the back end of it as well, like I do on this show. So I'll be doing that regularly. Let me know in the comments below of this video or in the live stream, which I'm gonna check real quick in the live chat. Nobody is talking in the live chat, so that's okay. So no shout outs today, which is something we do every week as well. So I'll be seeing you here next week when we talk about more Blu-rays and DVDs. So thank you. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment so you can join the giveaway for the movie Glass. Oh, wow. So there goes my microphone. Oh, wow. So this is for the movie Glass. So we're gonna be giving away Glass, the movie Glass, and then I have Baby Driver back here. I've got Blade Runner, Arrival, and let's see what else we can like show here, and Shape of Water, which I believe I haven't given away just yet. So there's a bunch more movie codes as well, just so you can see what I have back there. And there's much more that's about to come soon enough. So don't forget to subscribe so you know more about this. And see you next week. Later.